Hi, this is Shade Foray. I'm here with Steven Swenson, and this is one of our Deal of the Day videos where we look at different property deals that have come up and we think are interesting and worth sharing.
Yeah, for sure. And this first property we're looking at is a single family home. Was a two-story, six-bedroom, two-bath. And one thing that's nice about this is the county actually provides us photos. Now, those aren't the photos that we're going to use to bid. We're still going to do an on-site evaluation, but at least that helps us determine which properties we're going to go after. And some counties actually provide interior photos as well.
Yeah, in fact, you can see in the photo, on the bottom left, that little yellow sign in front of the house. That's the house. That's the photo. I mean, that's the sign they've got to put up there and take a photo of. And so they always have, one of those photos along with some other photos of the property. But there's a few other things that we can tell about it. First off, this property's in New York, and honestly, New York's a little bit different from a lot of other states, in terms of how some of the real estate and housing works. Essentially, though, there are benefits to fixing up older properties there in New York, and so you see more of that where people fix up more older properties. And here in this case, we've got this property here, which is actually it's a two-family residence too. So it's this one, if you're looking for income potential, it has quite a bit of income potential because it's 2,400 square feet and it's six bedrooms and two bathrooms, or basically two three-bedroom, one bath units.
Yeah, you're exactly right by that. You can kind of see that where, there's the two different entrances. In addition to that, when we're looking at these properties, we're also going to be looking at the exterior to try to make a determination on the interior. And when we look at this property, we can see updated siding. I can also see some updated windows as well. The roof on the bottom portions looks pretty good. So whenever we're looking at these properties, we're also going to be looking at that exterior to try to make that determination of how much work needs to be done inside. Now that's never going to be, it's never going to be perfect, but at least if they're taking care of the outside, it probably means that they're taking care of the inside.
Yeah, so the price paid, the property's valued or estimated value is around 144,000. Now, it was purchased for 55,000, which is about 38%, bid to value ratio there that we're looking at. And the question is, did they get a good deal? Did they pay too much? And I think that with this property, they pretty well know that the property is, I mean, it's being, I think it was being rented here as of currently. I think it was occupied, at the time. And so they're able to take a certain amount of information from that and say, okay, the property is usable in its current condition, um, you know, because I know people are using it right now. Also from the exterior, you can tell that somebody put some time and money into doing things and updating different parts of it. At the same time, though, it is still an old house. And so you'd want to be careful about how much money, you paid for it. Um, but I think they probably got a decent deal on this just because I think what they're betting on is that it's going to need a limited amount of work and that at the 55,000 they paid, for it, they won't have to sink too much money into it. And they could have something that has potential to bring in quite a bit of money, in excess of a couple $1,000s a month, probably.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. You bring up a good point of that 55 grand. That's we would probably maybe stop at 45 or 50. But at 55 grand, I think that they're still going to have plenty of potential room in there. And like Shade said, looking at the outside, I do think this is a property that they could put some money into and turn around and either rent out or flip for a pretty good profit.
Yeah, so it's an interesting property, that way. It also has good signs, that it's been lived in and fixed up, over time, which that's something else that's nice to see as well. And it's also a good neighborhood, it's a good area to live in, and so I think, on that side of it, the rental market's pretty strong as well. And so, yeah, there are good things about this property, and I think Steve's right too. I don't think I would want to pay any more than that for it. Certainly, I'd rather get it for a lower price because at any more than that, it's just too risky. But that's the price they kind of had to pay in order to win, and at that, they probably came out of it all right.
Yeah, it's not a small property at 2,400 square feet. It's not like 1,000 square foot home. It's a bigger property.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
If you like what we do, go ahead and check out our website at taxselfsupport.com. We have our membership program there where we have our list and our training, our webinars, everything like that available.
Yeah, thanks so much for watching.